Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for being here today. I hope you're doing well. Yes, so today we're going to be talking a little bit about regret. Regret, especially amongst your family, the choices you've made, and emergencies that come up and you can't be there. There's a lot of sorrow and regret that Harry is feeling, especially now that we see his aunt has hurt herself. She's injured herself. So, yeah, there's a lot to talk about. So we're going to get into it and, maybe learn a few things too. Let's get into it. All right, so Princess Royal, she has injured herself on Sunday night and she was rushed to the hospital after suffering a concussion. Now, her daughter, Zara, was pictured visiting the hospital in Bristol shortly after her husband, Sir Timothy Lawrence, spent nearly 2 hours with her at lunchtime before giving an update on her health. So Zara was seen visiting her mother. She's still in hospital. She suffered a concussion and is going to miss 9 of her royal visits. And we know that's going to be very tough for Princess Royal because she is an extremely hard worker, and it's just really sad to see. Now, they're not really confirming what has caused the injury, but her medical team is saying that her injuries are consistent with a kick to the head by a horse from either the head or the leg. So it's really not good to hear, especially Princess Royal is up in age. These kind of incidents are very, very dangerous. And so we wish her all the best in her recovery. It's just really sad to see. And I can only imagine how Harry must be feeling knowing that his aunt has suffered this injury and he can't visit her. He's so out of the loop right now. He has to be feeling completely isolated and just like a nothing right now. He really has to be feeling like a nothing burger. He has to be feeling like he is so insignificant because he can't even offer basic sympathy and condolences around this accident for his aunt. That, he's just sitting alone in California twiddling his thumbs and not able to really have real meaning. He's suffering in a very big way. So much so that he has been reduced to tears around Kate, around Catherine, and he has deep regret that he has had for years. And I think we're going to have to pop out the violin on this one, y'all, because don't nobody feel sorry for you. Don't nobody feel sorry for you, Prince Harry. A wall the size of Buckingham Palace was built up between King Charles and his heir apparent Prince William and their son, brother, Prince Harry in recent years, with all 3 parties involved as stubborn as each other. It doesn't seem like any are on the cusp of reaching out to reconcile and bring an end to all the royal resentment. And I think, no, this really is Harry. This is at Harry's court. He is the one that has caused problems. The King and Prince William haven't done anything. So we just need to keep that straight. Just keep that part straight. The King and Prince William have done nothing wrong. Apparently, Harry is overcome with regret around his actions towards different members of the royal family. Mainly Catherine. He is feeling so much sorrow and regret that he has been reduced to tears. And it looks like he's going to try to strike up the courage to say, I'm sorry. He's going to try because we know it's not going to be easy for him because he's going to have to swallow his pride and do something he's just not used to doing. Harry has, like I've said before, the seriousness of what Harry is going through, we're watching it all in real time. We're watching it in real time, and Meghan is the one we have to thank for it. Oh, yes. That's right. I said it. She's the one, folks. And if you don't know the history, if you just are hearing this as a snippet and you're wondering, well, why is she saying it's Meghan's fault? Go back and look at all the things this woman has done. She was estranged from her own family. And then after she married Harry and Meghan became estranged then from Harry's family. this is the person that has injected this negativity and this appalling behavior into this royal couple. Half ex wannabe fake royal couple. This is something that has begun with Meghan. She's the reason. This is my opinion. I believe she is the cause for all of it, because she was doing it before she met Harry, or right when she met Harry. Now into the marriage, they're still doing it, and now into Harry's family. I mean, it's just one person, folks. So according to New Idea via an unnamed source allegedly close to the royal family, Princess Catherine's making a shocking return to public duty. We know this in June's Trooping the Color ceremony. It was very meaningful. And Harry found a lot of sympathy in seeing Catherine during that ceremony. They're saying he was fighting back tears seeing her on the balcony. And he felt so relieved. I don't know why he felt relieved, but maybe, I guess, seeing Catherine helped him to believe that, okay, she's going to be all right. She's looking good. But he could not handle it, folks. And when you hear stories like this, you know things are not going well in Camp Montecito. Harry and Meghan are not doing well. They may look like they're doing well when the cameras are present. But behind the scenes, I believe this is a couple that is fighting, that is in conflict, because guess what, folks? They no longer share the same purpose. Meghan's purpose is Hollywood. Harry's purpose is his family, his family's well-being, and his own well-being to be where he wants to be, something that he is used to. He is tormented inside. Now, this source emphasizes that something is not often talked about in royal circles is this: how much Harry and Catherine used to get on. Before Harry and Meghan's great American adventure, the princess's diagnosis is said to have spurred Harry on to make things right between himself and what sounds like one of the closest relatives within the royal clan. Catherine is someone Harry has always treasured. And he has deep regrets over everything that has happened. Catherine's openness about her diagnosis has also added urgency to Harry's need to make things right. And, you know, I talk about this movie, The Imitation of Life, when the young white-looking girl who was really black, she mistreated her mother, her black-looking mother, pretty much her whole life, ran away from home. She was estranged from her mother. And then when she found out that her mother had passed away, that's when all the sorrow came out. All the regret and anguish over her attitude towards her mother when her mother was gone. And this is the torment I believe that Harry is feeling right now, because he knows his father is not well. Catherine, who he loves and adores still, is diagnosed with cancer, or this preventative cancer treatment that she's going through. And also now his aunt is in hospital. And Harry and Meghan have treated these people so poorly that the regret and sorrow is going to continue to come out, at least for Harry. I don't know about Meghan, because I mean, this girl is cold as ice. She is cold. I mean, I look at her and she don't have no sympathy, unless there's a camera present and somebody who's going to rave about how much she is so nice in front of the cameras. Oh yeah, she'll be lovely then. She'll be lovely when it matters in front of people and cameras and charity. That's when it really matters. But when behind closed doors and on the world stage, you know, when it comes to her father, she is cold as ice, folks. And Harry is just looking at his wife like, woman, what is wrong with you? I can't believe, like, this is when Harry is starting to think, I am really realizing the woman that I've married. And so he's feeling a lot of regret and sorrow, because he has had a very close connection to Catherine. And this is something that is going to continue to bubble up in him. And ever since all this has happened, he's wanted to make it right, because he knows one day it's going to be too late to say, I'm sorry. And remember this, folks, this is the key we have to always remember. because this same regret happened when his mother passed away. Because he didn't want to come to the phone to speak to his mother, not knowing that that was going to be the last opportunity that he was going to have to say goodbye to his mother. And he lives with that regret every day of his life. Then it wasn't his fault because he was a young kid. He wanted to go play. But see, the first time something like this happens, it's not your fault. But when you continue the pattern, then it is your fault. Because you should have learned something from when it happened when your mother passed away. You should have learned that you don't wait to say goodbye. You don't wait to show those that you love them. Time is too short and too uncertain. And Harry should know better to make amends and to be with his family right now. Right now. The time is now. It seems Harry is still working on the courage to extend the olive branch. Given the frostiness between the Waleses and the Sussexes, a face-to-face meeting or even a phone call is out of the question. Yeah, and it's almost like swallow your pride, Harry. Swallow it. Be a man and swallow your pride. Harry's only option is to send Catherine a personal email or letter. And that's supposedly something he's attempting to do many times since his controversial memoir, Spare, came out in January of 2023. Now, since his book, Spare, has come out, he started countless emails and letters to her. His draft folder is pretty full, concludes this source. But knowing she's still facing treatment, he's determined to get an apology letter through to her. And here's the other thing that I was told. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but there's been a no contact order to Catherine. So, you know, this information in this story by this source, we don't know who it is, but we do know that Catherine, they've issued a no contact order through to Catherine. So people can't really get to her, let's say someone like a Harry, a brother-in-law said brother-in-law is no longer able to reach Catherine directly. And that sounds like it would be true to me. And I think Catherine, for the health of herself and her well-being, for her and her family, like there should be a no contact order. Harry has done such horrible things that he should not even be allowed to say he's sorry. He should have to just be in torment. He should just live in his torment and regret. That's the price you're paying for the book Spare. For the money that you made for Spare, you're paying the price by being in torment and not able to get through to the loved ones to say you're sorry, or to even muster up the energy to say you're sorry. Harry is close to Catherine, then it must have stung that the royals kept her cancer news a secret from him. We all know that they only found out the truth like when the rest of us found out about it. And that right there can let you know you are no longer a beloved family member. Yeah, you're no longer within the confines of us royals. You don't deserve to know what's going on. He's no longer with his adventurous eyeballs on the freedom flight, thinking that life is going to be so much better now. I've left those nasty royals and my life is going to be so much better. That's not what you're feeling. That's not what you're feeling at all. And, and I can hear the drops of tears just falling on the Montecito floors in California. And I think it's time that we just told Harry, we don't care about your tears of sadness and regret over Catherine and how you've treated her and her children and your brother. You have no sympathy from us. And for this, we must play our tiny violin. And that's how we feel about you, Harry. Go cry your tears somewhere else. We don't have no sympathy for you. Just keep crying and feeling the torment because you deserve it for how you have treated and behaved towards your family.